Hi guys, it's Cara from carawild.com, and I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but if you're over in the UK, it's wild. The weather is really wild over here today, and that kind of just ties into the craziness that feels like it's going on for lots of people. You know, we've had the full moon, and also there's an energy going around. So let me just say a bit more about that. So in my meditations, I have been hearing that something is coming. You know, the goddess is rising, the divine feminine within us, all is rising. And whether we're ready or not, or like it or not, it's coming. And that's the feeling that I and many other sensitives have been receiving recently. And whilst I was out running yesterday and feeling really nourished by the earth, yesterday was just like a spring day down here. I was inspired by Aurora to do a video look today, so I'm assuming that that's what they're going to talk about. They're going to talk about how to keep calm and stay centered within all this crazy energy that can feel quite bombarding at times, especially in sleep states. If any of you are feeling bombarded energetically, emotionally, in sleep states, not sleeping properly, then you might find some of the information on here quite soothing. And I'm guessing, what I'm sensing is they're going to talk to us about how to soothe ourselves and how to support ourselves as sensitives through what can feel like quite a turbulent time. And I'm aware of, as I'm speaking now, that it feels like we've been saying that since 2012, you know, but I think there are pockets of opportunities for growth, and I think there are pockets of frenzy before we make a shift into the next layer and the next layer and the next layer, or the next pocket. I kind of getting this sense of like it's like you know, the quantum leaps, the quantum field. It's at that quantum level, energy doesn't move in the same way energy moves in pockets. It leaps from one state to another, and I think that's what we're in the process of doing. So collectively we're probably feeling quite a lot of chaos before we then leap into a new sense of peace and expansion and freedom. So I'm guessing that for a lot of you, there will be a call to a newness, a new version of you, a slightly more authentic version of you, letting go some more of the layers of conditioning, of shame, of tolerance to old that is no longer serving you. So I think there's a lot of like mini rebirths or even massive catalysts for a lot of people right now. So I know that I'm experiencing something similar, and it feels really rewarding and very exciting, and at the same time really needing to draw on a lot of, it's not exactly faith, but trust in the process, I guess. It is faith, but it feels slightly different to me, so trust in the process. So hopefully this will serve you in some way. As usual, take what resonates with your truth at this moment in time, wherever you are on your journey, and anything that doesn't feel like it serves you, just don't pay attention to it, let it go. And I will go and be Aurora, and see you in a moment. Greetings, it is a pleasure to connect with you. And we are Aurora, and we are glad to be here to serve you with our perspective of your reality. And we would encourage you to embrace these times of chaos with curiosity. So rather than rather than fearing change, which is what can get in the way of you embracing the chaos in your life with curiosity, you fear the change, you fear changes, and so then there is a halting, not wanting to lack, not wanting to see that which is calling for your attention, because it may require you to change in some way. And it may require you to change your day-to-day activities or your relationships or your job. It may call you to look deep within yourself and step out of the veil of denial and instead look at the truth of where you are, where you find yourself. So there is a great availability of information regarding mindfulness and compassion in your reality right now. So the mindfulness is obviously about paying attention to the present moment and seeing the reality of the present moment. So the ideal teaching with mindfulness is that once you really pay attention through all your stories of the now, you will see only love. And that is a journey of presence. So initially, do not be alarmed if when you come to be more present in your life, you start to feel emotions that you weren't aware of. It's not that you are doing anything incorrect or you're causing yourself any harm as such, but it is you're becoming more aware of your true vibrational state. And perhaps your learnt vibrational state, the more mindful you can be, the more able you are to gain feedback from your vibrationary system of the pull. There's a pull to keep you in a particular vibrationary space, whether that's secure, sadness, excitement, hurt, pain. So let's look at sadness. All right, so that's going to be something that a lot of you are going to be feeling right now, a sadness. And let us talk about this collective sadness. So there are momentary sadnesses within your day, yes, up and down depending on how you're viewing certain circumstances. But for some of you, there is this underpinning of sadness, this heavy sadness that can become apparent when you stop your habitual behaviors with your addictions of some nature. Yes, once you stop the drinking, the smoking, the codependency, the taking care of others above your own, the wondering if life is ever going to work out for you, the self-pity rather than self-compassion, the wondering where the heck your life is and where it's gone. So the sadness that can be a bag, a weight that you can carry around with you, and your vibration, whatever happens, you will have become so acclimatized to this vibration of sadness that you will, let us tell you why you have become acutely attuned to this vibration of sadness. And we would say that there are many of you, not all, but there are many of you that have sacrificed and betrayed yourself, your true self, over many years. Small yeses when you wanted to say no's, or small no's when you wanted to say yes. And there has been a pushing down of your talents and your skills, your true authentic skills and talents, because of the fear of other people's reactions and judgments. So this has collectively been going for some of you through schools and through your childhood and through your adolescence, and you know, some of you are still adolescents in a grown-up's body, yes. So still trying to find your way, still breaking free, still rebelling, or succumbing to the demands around you. So not standing in the center of your power. So that grief of the loss of self is the sadness that many of you are feeling. And so it becomes a habitual reaction to respond to circumstances coming your way with that same sense, to recreate that same sense of grief and sadness. So again, saying yes when you want to say no, or vice versa, not taking opportunities because you're not the kind of person who takes risks and acts, or you're the kind of person who has taken too many risks and needs to stay safe. There's all sorts of ideas and all sorts of judgments, but really what's going on is you become attuned to and acclimatized to this feeling, this vibration of sadness. And when you become more mindful in the present moment, it can feel strange that this sadness pops up, and we celebrate that moment, not because we don't like you and want to see you suffer, but because this ideal knowing of how you really feel, this sense of loss and sense of betrayal and sense of grief, is a wonderful step to reclaiming your authenticity, to reclaiming your true nature in this lifetime. So we celebrate that, yes. And for many of you, the energies that are coming around now that are breaking up the old ways of being, breaking up the what can be called the chauvinistic male within all of you, breaking up the control and dominating way of doing things, breaking up the idea of needing to be more driven and competitive, to go after what it is that you want, to go after it instead of allowing yourself to meet it. You know, so there is still a power in the feminine. There is definitely a power more powerful than your chauvinistic masculine, and it can feel strange at times to think of letting go of going after what you want. So we're not saying that kind of drive and appetite is a negative thing, not at all, but that serves you when it is alignment with your true desires. And a lot of you are working out of alignment with your true desires. So have you ever had that moment where you look in the mirror and wonder who you've become, where your life has gone, kind of this empty feeling like there's gaps, yes, because you've been on a automatic pilot, yes, or the sense of what happened to me, where did I go, and be ultra kind to yourself if you have those feelings. Know that it is a feelings that many of you experience in your society, because your society has called upon many of you to conform to societal norms so that the values of the masses can be accomplished, can be experienced, tasks can be accomplished that are in alignment with society's values. And so you have been working for the collective, but you have been working for a collective of mass consciousness. Now each individual is called to connect with their true self, so that the collective that everybody begins to work for and the values that everybody begins to embrace are those of the higher self, or the source self, or the true self, whatever name it is that you wish to give to it. You're being called as a collective to connect with your own higher self, so that together you can collectively exist at that higher dimension, that higher vibration, and bring those qualities into your society, or rather allow society to become one that lives in these qualities. This is the pattern of your Lemuria. It is the rebirthing of what some people become called the heaven on earth, but always the journey has to begin with your own relationship with your own higher self. And many of you are being called to do that at the moment. And what we're wishing to reassure you on is this sense of grief and loss that may arise as you begin to consciously become aware of things in your life that are not in alignment with your true authenticity. So allow yourself to be supported by those who are in alignment with the idea of the individual's need to express their true self and their collectivity and their higher self as an individual in their life. So begin to call your own collection of people that wish to live at that higher vibration in alignment with their higher selves, their true selves, and their authentic nature. Many of you are doing this already, so keep with that. Yes, keep with that. But don't make your tribe against any other. Just make it for something. You can say no without having to battle or fight somebody else or convince somebody else of your opinion. Just vibrate and gather together with those that you resonate with, that you feel good around, that help you to not shy away from what you're being called to, but can also do it in a hugely compassionate way, rather than a collective. We would always encourage self-compassion. We would not encourage you have to punish your weaknesses and punish the parts of yourself. Be hard and resist and argue against the parts of yourself that are weak and are resistant and are not wanting to come along for the ride. We have tremendous amount of compassion and some regret that some people are choosing that pathway. They are re-wounding themselves. However, it is their idea, and we will continue to. It is their idea of their path and their right, and we will just continue to radiate out and broadcast our truth. And our truth is that we would offer a more compassionate, supportive self-talk along the way. So you may wish to talk to your sadness. Be curious about your sadness. Or if you feel the resistance to change or chaos in your life, many things being called to your attention, as much as you possibly can, have a gentle, open curiosity. And for goodness sake, allow us to help you. Yes, so there are many pictures of on your Instagram and your social media of the idea that angels are palms slapping their forehead in despair over the person that they're trying to support and care for, and the person is like this. So we understand the tongue-in-cheek nature of that, but really we can guides, angels, aliens, other beings from other dimensions. You are here, all right? You are here doing us all a great favor. You are a gift to us that you are here doing that you are helping to in the evolution of this part of the universe and allowing the reconnection and the expression of Goddess. You are paving the way for many collectives and consciousnesses that have been existing in physical reality, who have been wanting to see and learn from your experiences, so that then they can go into their collectives and learn how to continue along the journey that you have demonstrated and modeled for them. You're not the only ones who's on this journey, you know. So you do us a great service in some ways. As you grow, we grow. As you develop your capacity to hold the vibration of love and to be love in physical reality, to be an expression of love, a demonstration of love in physical reality, you allow for more of our expansion also. We are all interconnected. As you allow more love, we allow more love. There is no separateness. There is only a collective made of different aspects. There is one collective, but it is more vaster than your imagination could hold. We are interconnected with you, and we do wish to support you. The more that you allow yourself to know that you deserve to experience, once you go beyond the idea of even deserving, once you've healed that aspect, once you've shifted through the idea of deserving and see more that it is a state of allowing as much love in your life as possible, as much support, as much pleasure, as you allow yourself to know the truth of that, the more we can come in and support you, insert people, events, opportunities into your physical lifetime, but also to help you while you sleep, to work with you, to partner with you. We cannot do to you, but we can partner with you in your energy system and working with your chakras, if you would, to give us permission. So it's the permission is about allowing yourself to be in resonance with the idea that we are with service, to be in resonance with the collective idea of service. Allow us to serve you in your connection to your higher self and your expression of your authentic nature in this lifetime, which will then allow you to be in service to others simply by your being in authentic alignment in your life. As you allow more of your authentic self, more of your true self into this reality. So what does that mean? It means doing work that you enjoy, that nourishes and satisfies you, that you love, that is an expression of the love that you feel within yourself, expressed through your sense of awe and beauty and wonder and curiosity and puzzlement and wanting to work things out and utilizing your brain and all your operating system that you have available to you in physical reality. You're supposed to use all of it. That is your service to source. Yes, that is your celebration of life itself, by utilizing that which has been given to you, when too many often of you are settling for less than who you are, not getting those feelings of true nourishment and satisfaction in those, that the tasks that you do, the relationships that you're in, the physical body, the way that you respond to it. So that's service. Yes, when you do that, that's service. And for many of you, service is very important, because you know that true service does not call for sacrifice, does not call for betrayal. That is the old paradigm. True service to yourself, to humanity, is more of a celebration of everybody's uniqueness. So imagine this, there are many of you at a table all celebrating together, having lunch. You want to, and you're in love and your excitement and your enthusiasm. You turn to the other and you quite, what is it that how do you celebrate yourself? You know, what is your work? What do you do? How do you explore the world? What's your ideas of the world? You know, you want to celebrate the authenticity. You want to connect with the authenticity in each other. You want to get to know the individual. You're curious. What's your part in this puzzle? The grand puzzle of the divine plan. What's your part? Where do you fit in? Where do you stand? What do you stand for? Where do you fit in? Where do you belong? What's your ideas? What do you think? What do you make of this place? Where's your sense of awe and beauty and wonder? Yes, you gravitate towards people who vibrate in that state. Why not give that gift to you? Why not become curious? Who are you? Who are you? Where do you belong? How do you celebrate your awe and beauty and sense of awe and beauty in this world? How do you use your skills and gifts in a way that brings you a sense of joy and nourishment and satisfaction? Get curious about yourself. Try. You know, we know you're not encouraged in this society. It's considered selfish, yes? But you can't no longer, can you, continue to exist selfless, without self, without true self. We cannot begin to express to you how important that is for your collective humanity's problems, the solving of those problems. So, become curious about yourself, your true self, your authentic self. Become curious. Know that sadness and loss and grief is a sign that you're about to step into that curiosity and wondering. If there is chaos in your life, if things are crumbling, soothe yourself. Soothe yourself. Gentle touches. Yes, gentleness. So much power and strength in gentleness. Do exercises, eat foods that bring a sense of ease into your system. And if you are experiencing turbulence, celebrate it as much as possible. Have a curiousness about it, a soft, playful curiousness as much as possible. Allow yourself to be supported in whatever way that is. Don't isolate yourself through shame. Allow yourself to be supported. Find people who have the courage to acknowledge that they too are experiencing this, that they too are feeling the vulnerability. We would encourage you as sensitives to shy away, well, not to shy away, to harness the collective power of those who are willing to have the courage to say their truth and to work at this level, rather than trying to fit in to the crowd that's probably a representation of your teenage years, trying to fit in with the popular masses. Find those that you resonate with. You may judge them harshly sometimes, as you reject your own authenticity. But small baby steps, yes. Trust yourself. Trust your experience. If you go somewhere and you're continually finding yourself embarrassed or acting as a fool for some strange reason, it's like, why am I doing this behavior? Why am I responding this way? Why do I feel so awkward and strange in this manner? Trust your reactions. That place is not for you at this moment. Or there is an attitude adjustment, but probably it is just you trying to fit in rather than belonging here. Many of you need solitude right now. Time to reflect. Time to question and to ponder. silent meditation, just for a few moments, is a wonderful way of connecting yourself with your true self. And we would encourage you to sit in a meditation space and think of yourself as, think of a pyramid or a triangle shape in front of you. See it opposite you. See it connecting with you at your third eye to eye, chakra to chakra. Allow yourself to connect with, at a third eye level, the non-physical aspect of yourself, the non-physical true self. You may wish to imagine a vast collection of energy in front of you. It could be an outline of a person. It matters not. Set the intention that that's what you're going to do. Begin to align your vision with that of your true self, your vision center. So your vision of your future, your vision of yourself, your vision of the very beingness that you are. You're receiving energy from your true self into your third eye. And then allow that information to travel through, down the whole of your chakras into your solar plexus. Vision of self from true self into third eye, all the way down to the chakra. Allow this chakra to be fed, the solar plexus. Feel it relax as it receives the energy of the knowing of its true self. And allow energy to pour out down your legs from that solar plexus, down out into the earth. Old ideas of who you are, old collective ideas of humanity and what the rules are and power struggles and who you're supposed to be and conditioning, and allow that to go. Allow that to, like, it might feel like a drain. It might be filthy energy, disgusting energy, because it is not in truth, but it will feel so old and alien and stagnant to you. Yes, let it go. Let it go. Just imagine it dripping down into the earth. She's loving it. The earth's energy is loving it, using it. Allow it to just drip off you, whilst you're still receiving this from your vision center, from your true self. Keep that going, allowing this center to fill. Keep that going for a few minutes each day, or in the morning and the evening. Evening is a particular powerful point for this day. Evening is a particular powerful time between the hours of 5 and 6 and 7, when you're finished your daily activities and you're beginning to slow down and go into the point of reflection. Charge your vision of yourself and your life with that of your true self. Let go of any collective consciousness that you may have collected during your day. Just feel it drain away from you. When it feels as though it's drained, this light that is coming towards you, going down into your solar plexus, opening the true self jewel, opening the part of the solar plexus where the authentic personality is housed for this lifetime. See a beautiful, radiant opening there, a jewel quality, shining its light out through the prism of a crystal-like jewel, Allow that to grow stronger in your energy system, stronger and 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 stronger, stronger. Feel it building a new structure in your auric field, a new power base for your individuality. Feel it, see it, a yellow, white light, some pinks and greens in there. Just allow it to be what it needs to be for you. See it, almost like a honeycomb collection of crystal energy beginning to build in your auric field and radiate out as it builds. Allow it to build in your auric field, and it will get to a point where it feels natural for you to you will feel a sense of fullness, sense of completeness for the amount of energy that you can take in at this time. Be with it. Allow it to add a solidity of itself in your energy system. Do that meditation for a few moments each evening for a period of 7 to 10 days, and you will help yourself construct a new, more authentic identity in your physical reality. And when it feels complete, just allow that to slip away. And then the next, after those 7 to 10 days, then allow yourself to do the same, but at the back of your energy system. Allow that same connection through your vision center. This will help many of you who find the linear step-by-step process of bringing information into your physical reality and taking those linear steps, next step, next step, next step, to realize your ambitions in physical reality. So those of you that find going down a list of tasks difficult to do would benefit from this visualization, this connection at this level. It allows more for the willingness to take the action to ground your vision. So see your true self in non-physical reality, beaming from its third eye, as it were, to your back of your vision center, meeting in the middle, around the pineal gland, working its way down, much the same as the front activation, but allow yourself to empty the back of the chakra. Letting go of the tension and the stress of pretense and denial, just slowly. Letting go of the tension of trying to be something and somebody that you're not. Just let it go and drip down into the earth again, whilst being fed by your true self. Let it go. For some of you, the front will be easier than the back, and vice versa. Allow the tension to drip away. Allow it to take its own time. And there will come a point but it feels natural, and the next natural step to allow that energy to activate the jewel that is seated in the back of this chakra, of your solar plexus as it's called. This will be a more receptive awakening. So the chakra here will open up to receive rather than the front, which was building. This will receive. See it beginning to open up. Again, there's a collective of crystal-like structure, honeycomb in its nature. See the building blocks of this crystalline beginning to open up, become receptive at your back. Receiving the energy that will allow you to know the next steps to take in your vision. This power center at the front is the ability to stay centered in that vision, that higher vision of self, and allow the gentle unfolding of the expression of that in physical reality. The behind is the willingness and the openness to receive information that will allow you to take the next steps, the action to anchor that into physical reality. So your vision, your job whilst in physical reality is to take action that allows you to express that which you wish to experience. So again, allow that to build up. Receive that information, allow it to build up and merge with the building blocks of the activation of the front of the solar plexus. Trust yourself, trust your connection to your higher self, to your true self, and you may begin to notice that as you connect at the front and the back, the two non-physical aspects of you begin to circle around and around and around and around you and hold you in this collective space of infusing your energy system with that of your true self, helping you to align and activate and be more centered. So this is something to play with. Do the front for a while and the back for a while, and then the merging of the two. But there's no hard and fast rules, just play with it. For some of you, there may be a dramatic reaction in your physical reality, and for others, it may be subtle. You might just wake up feeling a bit different and you're not sure why. Play with it and see how you develop the relationship with your true self. Remember, you are supported at all times. It is only chaotic when you have no future vision or a vision of who you truly are and what it is that you're moving and shifting into. Without a vision, it's easier to think that you have to cling on to the old ways and the ways that things are. But you are beautifully emerging. So if you haven't got a vision for your future, if you're not sure about your next steps, you're feeling some confusion, then go general with the mantra of that you are emerging. You are emerging into your beauty. You are emerging into something new. You don't know what it is, but you're emerging beautifully, softly and easy into something new. We hope this has served you. And in love and peace for now, we bid you farewell. Well, my experience, I'm going to be playing with that meditation and that visualization, and my experience of it while I was channeling it was a very grounding experience for me. I feel really grounded after that. So I think in terms of providing a stability, I should imagine that's a powerful exercise to play with. So have a go. Let me know how you get on. Give us some insights and some feedback on your experiences, and keep calm and find where you belong and where you resonate. And if you are looking for a place, then I have the Facebook group Soul Link Adventures in Consciousness, where a group of us has come together to support each other in living as our soul in this lifetime. And you'd be more than welcome. So come over and say hello to us if you want to in that group. As always, I'd love to hear from you. So take care and bye for now.